Dillian, was that what you expected at the press conference? Him coming out, charm offensive, smiling, shaking hands?
With Fury, you have to have an open mind. You can't go into anything expecting anything from Fury. He's always changing his mind and what he's doing. So I was open-minded. I was saying, okay, let's see what goes down.
At the start, when he was particularly friendly, I was still thinking there was a twist coming up somewhere.
Yeah, you have to. With him, you can never, but he knows me, he respects me. He knows what I'm capable of, he knows what I can bring, and he knows what I'm coming to do Saturday. So he respects that. And he knows he can't treat me the same way he treats his other opponents because I'm not that way inclined, you understand that? I'm one of those guys where I don't do this pushing and shoving to promote fight. If you start pushing me, I'll start swinging, you understand? Then that jeopardizes the whole thing, for him and for me.
In your head, coming into this today, were you running through all of the potential options of what he might have done?
No. That's wasting energy and wasting time and giving too much to him. I was just like, cool, I'm gonna go with him, sit down. See, I was there, I was sitting and I was chilling. Started talking, okay. Then I started smiling, then we started bouncing off each other and then we joked, and then that was it, that was it. We just said, okay, cool. He says a few things. I was agreeing with a lot of things that he was saying because he said a lot of things that make sense, so yeah.
As you said, that's what he can do, isn't it? He can surprise you, he can twist things, he can do things. You're expecting one thing and he delivers something else. He delivers 20 minutes of sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to be prepared for the unpredictability, and that's one of the biggest challenges there is in preparing for someone like that.
What was obvious coming out today was how you and him had once upon a time been friends. As he said, you spent time together. As he said, you slept together, but we understand what he meant there. Don't worry about that, brother. But you went out together, you drank together, you ate together, you had to live together during that period.
Yeah. Listen, I know if you look at my whole career, I never said anything bad to Tyson Fury up until when he was the first one. He was going to set the pace. He was the first one that, when he was in a fight, they started talking about me and started saying, and I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he wasn't the only heavyweights I never called out, I never had a problem with. If you look at the history, I'm cool with the cat and that's it. Then after he started saying crazy things and started saying he bashed me up in sparring and stuff, and I'm like, what? And then when I replied, he stopped talking. But that's what Tyson's very provocative. He likes to provoke. He likes to provoke and see what he can get. He likes to prod a bit, see what happens, prod a bit. That's what he does. That's one of the things that he does well,
So did that suit you today, or were you not bothered? Did it suit you that it was peaceful, nice?
I don't care. I could have sat in my house and done nothing and then stood up and fight. I don't care.
And what about at the end? It was a bit confusing at the end with Dino getting involved.
No,
his dad.
Not Dean getting involved. His dad stepped towards Dean, and Dean, obviously, we're not punks. Dean stepped to him, But then I'm thinking, you're an old guy. Relax. What are you doing? If you get one punch, you might die. Why are you causing problems? I said, if he wants to fight, he can fight my dad. My dad will fight him. My dad will fight John Fury in a free fight any day of the week. Fact. If he wants to fight, he can fight someone his own age. And my dad's older than him. But I don't get why is he initiating a fight. It's like you're an adult. You should make a good example for your kids. Not the other way around. Even his Tyson shake his head and touched him and walked up like, what are you doing? And I'm saying, bro, relax. There's like 10 of us over here, and these guys it wouldn't have ended well. That's what I said. A few years ago, I'd have jumped in and started swinging, but I've grown up a bit now, I'm a bit more mature now, and I realize this guy's an idiot. Calm down. It's between me and your son. Let the fighters have their moment. Why is he always screaming and shouting in the background of videos and trying to get in front of Tyson? It's like, are you trying to take something away from your son, or are you desperate in need of fame? Or I don't understand why. It's like John Fury's always screaming and shouting. It's like, there's a video of him shouting at Carl Frontum. Carl Frontum is 5'1". He said, don't you say that to my son. I'm like, what are you doing? You're an adult. If you have a problem with a guy, go and speak to him. Excuse me, blah, blah. Like, Carl Frontum is not a thug. He's a boxer. But Carl Frontum didn't back down, though. He stood up for himself.
Now, you're here. You landed. You're part of it now. You're in the middle of it. Are you ready now just to fight? I mean, I know you've only had one day of the press conference and the media rounds. You've spent a lot of time. I appreciate that. But are you ready now? Are you, Dillian Whyte, absolutely ready right this second?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Already ready. Always ready.
And you're in this position where we are, Dylan. You're looking out over the centre circle where the ring will be.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking around. What does it make you feel? What are your thoughts when you walk out, when you walk through that tunnel and you saw this arena? What's your thoughts?
Nothing. I was just in rent mood. I wasn't thinking about the tunnel, and I'm sure Saturday night would be different. But now I was thinking about, it's funny, it's a strange one for me, because this time, all I'm focusing is the fight, just the fight, I feel no animosity towards Fury, towards Queensbury. I don't feel no animosity towards anyone. I put a few people straight who said a few things and let them know that I seen you and I understand what you said, but I'm just focused on fighting. I'm not focused on this and who said this and what. I'm just focused on getting in there and having a go.
Have you ever had that animosity, either as a kickboxer, an MMA guy, a boxer at the start? Have you ever had that real hate for an opponent?
I don't hate no one, man.
Dislike then, a real serious dislike?
Yeah, there's a few people that said a few things that's said a few things that's made me, but I don't need, it's like, I don't like to sound a certain, but for me, violence and struggle is one of the only things I know growing up and got used to and learn to adapt and learn to accept and accommodate. So for me, I don't need to hate someone to beat them up. Or I don't need to hate someone to fight with you or whatever. It's not a problem for me. I don't need to psych myself up and be crazy. No, let's go.
What about on fight night itself? Will there be a point when you realise, when you think, or will there be a click in your head? Will something change that you become a different man?
2 minutes before my ring walk, probably just when I'm about
to walk. That close to your ring walk?
Yeah. Literally, I'm cool, chill, laughing, cracking, relaxing, and then something just boom. And then it's like, I start howling, I just become more and more, the howl gets deep, everything just becomes, I become a different person, man.
And at that point, at that particular point, you've got your gloves on at that point, I'm assuming. So you all you want to do now is walk. Of course, this is the longest walk in British boxing.
At that stage, I don't really care about no one. I don't care about what happens tomorrow, my life, my family. I don't care about no one or nothing. All I care about is just going to war. I don't care about anything else apart from the violence. That's it.
And finally, and I really appreciate your time, Dillian, is there a point as you're walking from that tunnel there to the ring when you will actually be able to take a second and look up, do you think? And not enjoy it? You can't enjoy it?
I won't be, you've seen that where fighters walked out and they took it in and they get a bit away from the job. In the sun, they get
you've got to stay there.
Yeah, no, you got to be on it. This is war. This is a dangerous fight. In the sun, you need to be tuned in and locked out. Whether one person shouting my name at 10,000 or 100,000, I don't care.
You got blinkers on.
Tuned in.
You got blinkers on.
Tuned in. Tuned in and ready for war.
Dillian, thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, man. Peace.